Hello everybody! Hey, guess what this is? It's a RobBLOG! Yes, that's right! He is back! I don't know why. I have no idea why I'm back, why I'm sitting here right now with this stupid sign in front of me, peeking around the corner to see what it looks like. RobBLOG and a little flower. I don't know. I said goodbye. I said bye-bye. But I had hundreds and thousands people ask me to come back and do this RobBLOG. So how could I say no to hundreds of thousands of people? You know? Anyways, welcome back. I don't know how long it's going to last. I don't know what I'm going to do. I know one thing I'm going to do this time. I'm trying anyways. One should never say, this is what I'm going to do, because sometimes it doesn't pan out, right? So you should just maybe give it, with a little, tongue-in-cheek or something like that. But who knows? But for now, I'm not going to be putting words across here or putty cats on my shoulder and all that kind of stuff. I'm just going to simply use this elaborate intro, right? This elaborate hand-sketched intro, which looks like RobBLOG. That's RobBLOG. One has to be very careful. Look at that. There we go. Anyways, here we are. One of the things I got thinking of was I watched Rod, which is Rosie O'Donnell. I saw her a week ago on a video from a TV show. And she was talking about her last 30 summers and making them count. And I thought, 28 summers. That's if you get to around 90, okay? I thought 28 summers is not a long time. And 28 summers, you've got to use 28 summers to the best of your ability. And so that's part of what's been in my mind the last few days, is 28 summers. And then that's it, lights out. And also what I liked, Rosie said, when you get old, you don't give a fuck. Pardon my language. That's what she said. And I think it's true. I think it's true. So I just thought, I'd try a few things here. I don't know. I may only do it now, maybe again at Christmas, maybe next week, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I just don't know. I'd like to mention the people that make Post-it notes. Yes, I still use a Post-it note. I know a lot of young people on this earth today have no idea what I'm talking about. But a Post-it note, that piece of paper with the sticky back, you're supposed to stick it to remind you of something. And I know there are reminders in my phone, and I have reminders in the computer, but I like a Post-it note. And I have one right here. You can't see it. It's right here. And it just reminds me of some of the things that I want to say. But I wish they would put a bit more glue on it. Okay? Post-it notes need a bit more glue. That's sticking there. For now, this is sticking right here. It's still holding on. I don't know what's going to happen as we move along, folks. I really don't. Coronation. Yes, the new king and queen. Coronation. I like Camilla. I ran into Camilla once in England. Well, actually, Camilla almost ran into me in the car she was driving. I was about to step off the curb at St. John's Wood, and she whizzed by, right in the passenger seat. If I had been here in Canada, I would have said she's driving, but there she was in the passenger seat. So we're very close, Camilla and I. So I'm looking forward to seeing pictures of the coronation and seeing what's going on. I like the pomp and circumstance. I mean, I don't like the God thing and all that kind of stuff. Come on. I think they should give the God thing back to the Archbishop of Canterbury and make the Archbishop of Canterbury a woman for once in your life, okay? And just let the king and queen be the king and queen of good times. I don't know, something like that, okay? But they did remove the king from the leader of the Defender of the Faith here in Canada back. They stuck it in at the bottom of some bill that got passed. But still, he still is king of England, something of God, and da-da-da-da. And here's the other thing. Those people who truly believe in God, that there's a heaven on the clouds and stuff up there, do you still think that Jesus and God run around in those scratchy cotton robes, with no underwear, tied with an old rope and sandals, you know, kind of tied together out of bits of leather. They never update that. That's what people in their mind, that's what they still think this is. It's still this old scratchy white robe and stuff like that. Anyhow, Coronation, hope you enjoy it. And remember, we have a new king, and I guess at some point we may or may not see the king. And I hope the queen, too, on our money. Like, don't leave Camilla out. I saw one of the platforms at the Abbey, and Charlie is sitting up like this, and she's 2 steps down like this. That's not right. That's not right. I know he's in the lineage. I understand all that. But in this day of age, it's just another way to put the ladies down. Chuck up here, she's down a couple of steps. No. If I was Chuck, I'd stand up to whoever you have to stand up to and say, no, put Camille on the same level as me. Come on. Come on. Eurovision. Besides the Coronation in England, Eurovision is big. It's coming up very soon. Do a search for Eurovision. If you've never watched Eurovision, grab a few bottles of red wine, maybe a bit of vodka, and watch it. You have to watch the 2 semifinals, then the final, to really get the whole gist of it. The first semifinal, they drop, I don't know what, 10 of them like flies. They do 1 performance, you're out. Second, with the semi-semifinal, 10, you're out. And then those other 20, along with the people who get the free ride, like England and France, all compete on the Saturday night. There's some good things come out of it. Well, ABBA came out of it years ago. And I think the best since we've started watching is Conchita Wurst and Rise Like a Phoenix. She is still performing nowadays too, but that was one of the best. And there's been a couple of other good performances. I did look at a few YouTube videos of the 37, I think it is, participants. Not too impressed, except for the guy from Italy, who apparently performed in 2013. 10 years later, he still looks fabulous. Very handsome Italian man. Have no idea what he's singing, except for one word, musica. It's music. That's all the rest of the song, don't understand, sings it in Italian. Eurovision takes place in Liverpool, which, by the way, Liverpool is one of the cities in England that are really kind of, they don't give a flying fig about the monarchy. And apparently that's because a lot of people in Liverpool come from Ireland who don't really care that much either. That's what I read. Even though I know Cam and Chuck went up there a week ago to open the stage for Eurovision, but apparently they don't care too much for the monarchy up there in Liverpool. Okay, Coronation, we did sticky notes, Coronation, and Eurovision. Strikes. We've had some strikes in our country, haven't we, in the last week or so? And I think the CRA are going back to work. I think they're accepting it, which means if you have a tax refund coming, it will probably come to you now. But you know what I thought with these strikes? I thought old school. With COVID that changed the whole world, it really did, folks. It changed our world. But having strikes, and people, yelling at each other and calling people scabs and signs and those big barrels with the fires blazing, even though the temperature is 27 degrees. It just is kind of old school, isn't it? And it was a little bit of a comfort right about here. A bit of a comfort because strikes. It's been a while. And I've read that maybe there's going to be a summer of strikes. I don't know why. Maybe COVID brought those strikes on as well. It's quite possible. Anyways, old school. So, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, thank you so much for coming to my RobBLOG. All the hundreds and hundreds of thousands of you who begged me to come back to this RobBLOG. Nothing fancy, just a little video here. We're just over 9 minutes. We're going to edit it because 95% of you left 8 minutes ago. Okay? Too bad. Think about that 28 summers thing too, right? 28 summers. Yes, I know. Anyhow, take care of yourselves, ladies and gentlemen, and we will see you soon or not. I don't know. Right here on this RobBLOG. So, RobBLOG is the name. It's really a vlog. I call it RobBLOG, and the reason I call it RobBLOG is it's my blog, and I can call it whatever I like. Over and out.